in Cyprus, bro, I'm sitting in my house and I hear explosion go off.
Everywhere.
Like dudes will literally fight and die. You can't really listen to people's opinions. You gotta be comfortable with yourself. Overseas, like you practicing a lot of no's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just in a business period, basketball period. I be wanting to really talk my trash. You probably think he's terrible, but I thought he's the greatest coach I ever had.
Right.
I was already mentally dialed in. He broke me down to like nothing. Like even I came in as the highest recruit.
Yeah.
He broke me down to like I was like a JV peasant.
Like,
what
would you have told the coach though? You know, for doing that, not even warning you. Like that's crazy.
No warning. Like I would have walked in the office, and I would have been like,
"What's up?" Life of a hustler, gotta do it for mother, gotta do it for father, even though he act like a sucker. Life of a hustler, gotta do it for granny, gotta do it for brothers, even if they think I don't love them. Been get active and hustling.
We back. Another episode of the More Action Podcast. I'm here with Ryle Owens. We're going to have a nice conversation today about basketball, entrepreneurship, lifestyle, mindset. It's really going to be just a mix of everything, right? Me and Ryle went to high school together, and we've been going separate ways. Like, he's obviously got his things going on. I got mine going on. But today, y'all get to find out what's going through his head, going overseas, playing at the different teams he's played at, how it was growing up, where he's from, anything you might want to know. So pay attention, stay tuned in. Ryle, let them know what's up, man. You doing good?
Man, I'm good. I appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, man.
Everything good.
For sure.
Get a opportunity to pretty much tell everybody what really goes on. Everybody sees what they see, but like I said, give everybody an opportunity to see what's really going on.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people really wish they could sit down and just ask you certain questions, you know, about certain times throughout your career so far. So obviously you just signed another contract. Go ahead and talk about that a little bit.
Man, I just signed in Chile, in South America. So this is my first time tapping into that market. So the way it came about, this is my first time actually signing a deal without having an agent on the contract. You know what I'm saying? So every contract, your agent normally does the work.
Oh yeah.
But like they normally like the middleman between you and teams, you know what I'm saying, for legal purposes and all of that. But this time, actually like word of mouth, I had another friend. He plays professionally as well, but he played for this coach and GM. And like, I don't know how it happened. Like, it's just like they reached out to me and was like, so-and-so spoke highly of you, said you're a high-level player.
Yeah, that's what happens.
And I signed to like one of the top teams out there. Like, so I don't know if y'all familiar with soccer, but soccer has like Champions League.
Right.
Like this league for basketball, like I'm in like that level of Champions League going to South America. So it's like, it's smooth. So yeah, I signed a deal without an agent. It was my first time doing it. And it's really just about making connections, you know what I'm saying, networking. So
yeah, no, that's good to know.
That's how it happened.
What I want from this episode is anybody watching that's kind of really following the same path. You know what I mean? Really looking at basketball as their career. Like they're not looking at it as just a game they play after school during. No, they're taking it real serious. Like there's different lanes, there's different ways to go. So that first question, right, I had for you is, looking back, when was the moment you knew that basketball could take you beyond high school? You know,
I'm not even going to exaggerate, bro. I knew since I was a kid. Like,
you was like one of those playing since a toddler type.
I was literally playing since I was, I won't say born, but you know, like literally, I was born in '97. Mom's got a camcorder video of me in '98 actually like shooting outside. Like not on like a little, I mean like on a lower rim, actually shooting. A lot of people learning how to walk and stuff at 1 and 2. Like I got actual footage of me shooting on like a goal at 1. So it's like, I knew, and my mom, like, she the one that put basketball in me, but like I didn't have no family that really played or anybody to like show me how to become a professional. It was all just learn as I went. So me and my mom's and family just learning as I go. So
you had a love for the game itself, but was there like a first player, inspiration? Who you were inspired by? Like, okay, so go ahead and give us like a top 3 if you could, because know they always do this.
It's like NBA players, top 3 NBA.
NBA, anybody. I know you probably saw a couple street ball players. Like I used to watch And1.
And
you can't really do everything like that on the court when you play, professionally. But what were your top 3?
So like coming up when I was a kid, it was Kobe. That's kind of cliche, but it was Kobe, man. Like everybody talk about his mentality and stuff. I wasn't really tapped into his mentality at a young age. I just liked how he played. It's Lakers, all of that big time Hollywood stuff. So I was just like, dang, Kobe is who I would want to play with. Like play like Kobe is the one that sparked the interest for me to really dive into basketball.
Yeah.
But like as I got older, I started comparing myself to like people who were my size, frame. Like my college coach kind of like he was like, don't study like ridiculous players like Kevin Durant and LeBron. Like these are like once in a lifetime players. Like you're not gonna be 6'9", 250. You know, it was like study people that are more similar to you that have made it and are big. So Steph, you know, you got and other NBA players, Kyrie. Like I'm bigger than Kyrie, but it's like
you're 6'3", right?
Yeah, 6'3", almost 6'4".
Gotcha.
Yeah, almost like 200, like 190 something.
Okay,
so
okay.
I'm like me and Steph are like the same size, and he looks small on the court, right? You see him in person, he's pretty big.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah,
that's a good point too, because when you look at NBA players, it's hard to remember sometimes
how big they are. Yeah, like everybody tall. Yeah,
I'm watching on the screen, so you.
It was this picture I posted of probably like a year ago now. Everybody always see me in person. They be like, bro, you tall, you big. But then like I posted this picture and I'm literally like the shortest dude by like inches. You know what I'm saying? Like all of my teammates are 7 foot, 6'10", 6'9", 6'8". So they was like, bro, every time you post a picture overseas, like they make you look small. And I'm like, bro, that's just the basketball world. Like these dudes are giants, bro, for real.
That's crazy. All right, so let's like go back, right? So you started out after high school at Young Harris, right? So when you went there, how was that experience? Like, were you the tallest? Were you, you know, still kind of falling into the situation you just explained where all of your teammates are taller? But as far as Young Harris go, how did it help you prepare mentally and physically for the professional game?
I'm going to even take you back a little bit further because a lot of people don't know I went JUCO. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went junior college for 3 years, actually. You're only supposed to go to JUCO for 2 years and then transfer. But I had double knee surgery like the day after I graduated high school.
Dang.
Right. And
I didn't know that.
So I went JUCO, and that's a whole story for another time. I mean, if you got time, we can talk about it. But that's a whole story where pretty much my junior college experience was like the roughest part of my career. Like I had 2 coaches, didn't get along with my second coach, wasn't recruited, you know, like didn't play much. Yeah. So I ended up signing up for this like JUCO top 150 showcase in like the nation, whatever. And I went there and ended up getting MVP.
Wow.
So I got 9 official offers
after 2 surgeries.
It was at the same time. I got the knee surgery at the same time, like both knees at the same time.
That's something else, man. Because I'm, you know what I mean.
You trying to remember it, but like, I had the day after we graduated high school, bro.
Wow. Yeah. So sometimes you got to go over the stories again because, like, a guy like me, I haven't, you know,
it's been a minute.
I break a bone or anything, but I haven't, you know, dealt with nothing like that. But to have 2 surgeries, you said, and then still enter a competition and not only just be in it, but like place where you did. Like, was that difficult mentally, or like what did you have to go through to actually get that done?
Like I had to go through a lot because my senior year, a lot of people don't know I didn't really practice much. I was just playing in the games at Beaver High. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like walking through practice, taking a lot of medicine, like just trying to cope with the pain. But I had a huge growth spurt. And that's kind of what triggered like my knee to start like decaying, if you want to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get surgery, and it was do or die. Like literally, the doctor was like, if you came a month later, you would like not have a career. Wow. So I had to get the surgery in order to keep playing. So it was a no-brainer for me. You know, like I'm gonna get the surgery because I know this was what I want to do. Now the process of recovering, miserable, bro. But it also, like, a lot of people talk about having knee surgeries and not coming back the same. Like I had knee surgery and came back like better. You know what I'm saying? I got more athletic. I was way stronger because they had to build me from ground zero pretty much. Because I got at the same time. It's not like I got one leg and then one leg.
Right.
I had 2 at the same time. So I had to build from ground zero, and that's pretty much what structured like my body to be able to play. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy. Yeah, that's a great story though too, because you can learn a lot from that. You know, certain situations, people, you know, hit the wall and it's over with. Like they're not coming back from that. So appreciate you explaining that, man. You know, and honestly, the next question I want to get into is moving to the overseas teams and the experience over there. You know, you face completely different playing styles because over here, we were just talking about that before the camera turned on, that is pretty much the same everywhere. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, it's different, different styles. So like, how is that? What was the biggest on-court adjustment you had to make?
Going from college to the pros. So like you asked about Young Harris earlier. I mean to skip over that, but like we had a a crazy coach who used to I think he was like the video coordinator for the Boston Celtics or something. So he was a high level guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to a D2 and he was preparing us to be pros. Like he wasn't preparing us to win college. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally that was his recruiting tool to get me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm not preparing you for college. Like we already know you're like better than this level. You know what I'm saying? He kind of saved my career, by the way, but he was like, I'm preparing you to be a professional. And I was okay, cool. And he used to put us through the craziest stuff, conditioning tests, and we used to live like I said, full pack days. He was a crazy coach, but like if you're not mentally tough, if you can't handle him, you probably think he's terrible. But I thought he's the greatest coach I ever had.
Right.
I was already mentally dialed in. I've been through, like I said, double knee surgery. I done been through a lot. So him coaching hard was not gonna really affect me.
Yeah.
But he did he broke me down to like nothing. Like even I came in as the highest recruit.
Yeah.
He broke me down to like I was like a JV peasant. Like he but it kind of humbled me in a way, and it just made me appreciate and work the way I was supposed to. And then when I got to the pros, like I said, the adjustment was smooth and easy. Cause I think for me, like being in college with him was hard, you know what I'm saying? And then when I got to the pros, I'm like, dang, like this, like he really was preparing me for this. So I already been doing this for the last year and a half, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So getting to the pros, it was
taking it that serious that early on. Yeah, it's almost like all of those practices and everything led up to it being kind of effortless, you would say, so it didn't really, you have to do too much adjusting really, I guess.
The biggest adjustment is the off the court stuff. So like basketball, like of course you're gonna have a learning curve in basketball, like because you always can learn, always can get better. But like off the court, like living in a different country, language barriers, different foods, like lifestyles, like everything, religions, cultures, all of that, like it's just like that's the biggest adjustment. But to be honest, bro, if you in these bigger cities overseas, it's just like being in the States. And fortunately, I played in 10 countries. Chile is about to be my 11th. 9 of those countries have been big cities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I've had
you dove right in. Like you didn't have those moments where you was loner for a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna be lonely because you're not over there with your people. Like I mean, like your people gonna be like your teammates, and every team has other Americans on it. So you're not gonna be the only American on the team. Okay. And for the most part, they all speak English and stuff. So it's like they also are professionals. So it's like your coach most of the time won't be from that country. He's gonna be from America or a different country, Europe or something that they bring into these countries, just like me. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
You get over there and you make good friends because, like I said, I might run into a dude. I had a teammate in Qatar that was from Colombia.
Wow.
So we was like this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, well, we good. Both from South Carolina, and I run into you all the way across the world. It's crazy. So like, you meet some really cool people. That's the biggest adjustment, bro. Just moving through life over there. But it's real simple. Like I said, if you in a big city, it's just like living in a big city here. It ain't too much different.
This is a beneficial adjustment too. Like now, I bet you feel like you could walk up or run into anybody and kind of feel them out. I haven't been out the country too much, so that's what's up, man. Yeah. And I'm also wondering, like, after going from America to overseas, like, what's let's say a basketball truth, right, that you believe now that in high school you didn't even really know or believe? Like maybe it's something that you disagree with in high school. You're like, this isn't important, but now you're like, all right,
I'm gonna say this.
And keep in mind, young players,
that's what I was thinking. I want to inspire, but I want to keep it real too. So you can work as hard as you want to. You can do everything right. Everything can go your way, which most of the time won't happen. But you can do everything right and things still won't work out for you. You know what I'm saying? So like you can be in the gym all the time. You can work as hard as you want, but in the real world, politics are a thing. You know what I'm saying? So they tell you to do everything right and be the hardest worker and be the first to show up, last to leave, and all that extra stuff. Which is, if you ask me, I believe you're supposed to do those things. I think the earlier you do it, the better you'll be. But like you can do all of those things right and things still won't go your way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think the biggest key I would say is just like you have to be like mentally tough. You have to be like resilient. You cannot give up, bro. Like that's I seen the stat said the people who make it pro are the people who didn't give up. It's not necessarily that I'm like better than you or had better opportunity. It's like I went through the same thing. Like we all had the same opportunity.
Right.
I just didn't stop when something happened versus you quitting because it didn't go your way. You know what I'm saying? That's really what made me a pro. And then obviously like the skill level comes in, but if you at that stage, like obviously you've been doing it for years, so you will have the skill level. You know what I'm saying?
So
That's
you
all I'm
would
saying.
say like back in high school or when you was younger, you had that mentality like,
Yeah.
no, I gotta work hard because that's what it is. That's what's gonna make the difference. But now you know you don't have to. Well, not you don't have to, but if you don't, you
Yeah.
could still end up in a spot you deserve, don't deserve,
Yeah.
because of
So
politics, things like that.
yeah,
Right?
politics is a big thing. Like, I mean, the higher the level, the more politics. You know what I'm saying? So high school and stuff, it doesn't really matter. You can get, like I always said, you can get found wherever you are. So that was my mentality from a young age. Like, okay, we from Buford, small city. Just do what you're supposed to do. You'll get seen. Go
Yeah.
to small school in JUCO. Do the same thing and keep repeating that process. And eventually, like the right people will see you if you are doing what you're supposed to do. That doesn't mean everything will be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
like I said, like if you big on faith and believing and putting in the work, you know, you straight. Because I always say like, don't ask for results for something you didn't work for. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be like, oh, I want to do this and don't put in the work to get there. Like match the work ethic to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff ain't just given to people. So that's why
That's true.
that's how I feel. That's the difference between high school and pros. Like I learned that, you know, like I said, you're gonna have to match that work ethic to get what you want. You can't just coast through it
Right.
and stuff just be handed on the platter. It don't work like that.
Now, see, there's a good majority of basketball players that really, I would say, do it for like money reasons. You know, they want to get paid, obviously. But would you say that mindset you just described really about working hard or, you know, it being settled through politics has to do with like, I mean, do you feel the same when it comes to finances? Like when you were in high school, were you looking at basketball as something that you knew you could make money in, but that's not the most important thing? Or was it like, I'm doing this because
For
I
money.
know, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like I got into it strictly for the love of the game, and then the further and further I get along in my pro career is where money becomes more important to me. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like a lot of my OGs that play in the NBA or whatever, like they always tell me like once you lose that love for the game, just retire. You know what I'm saying? Like because the money, like if you keep it a child's game and have fun doing it, the money will find you because you're gonna be playing free. Your numbers are going to reflect it. Your stats going to show up. So it's like you do your job basketball wise, the money will take care of itself. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I view it. And I'm still operating that way year 5. Now, obviously, I won't go for no cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the money has to reflect my skill level. You know what I'm saying?
How did you start to figure that out?
Like it's really just basically like testing the market, like asking your agent, like you will know based off of the offers you get where you are, because generally some of them are like in the same ballpark. But once you get a big offer, teams like kind of have to match it because they know they won't be able to get you. And if they can't match it, it's up to you whether you want to take that pay cut to go to a good situation or if you just want to chase money and get paid. So it's like you know, your first year you really don't dictate how much you make. You know, your first year is like you a rookie. You know what I'm saying? You coming in. And that's your proving ground. Like you got to prove yourself every year, obviously. But rookie year is like, this is how much the team has. This is what you're going to take. You know, we can negotiate a little bit, but it won't be too much out of that ballpark. And then let's say you kill rookie year, then it's going to go up and it's going to keep creeping up. Like depending on how well you do is like that. Also depends on how big the jump is and money, kinda. You know what I'm saying? So like, markets also. Like Europe, like it depends on which market. Some markets can pay higher than others, so it's just
So would you consider this like a win? Because that was my next question. Like, how do you consider wins past the actual game itself or points and stats? Like outside of basketball, surrounding it, lifestyle wise, do you consider joining a team for
as a win.
A certain amount? As a win, or like what else do you consider wins?
Like if I'm being real with you, I'm very competitive, so winning on the court matters a lot. But the older I got and further along in my career, you realize you start to play so much games, you got to just let it roll off your shoulder, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Like the real things that matter outside of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like
so like what are those for you? You start to find out after playing so many games. Like
I mean, like I said, biggest wins for me is just being able to be around the people you love, family, being able to help other people. You know what I'm saying? Like being in position to help and inspire other people, whether that's financially or just with wisdom or experience. Literally, like just being in a position to help and bring other people along is like a win for me. You know what I'm saying? That's like pretty much my whole life story. Just
I know you did a
yeah.
camp recently.
Yep.
Did you have one of those experiences there? Like, did you have a story of a kid you were talking to and you saw a moment where it clicked? You know, he or she just made it make sense in their own mind from your advice, or
like you like the camps are one thing because like the reality of becoming a professional athlete is slim chance to none. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like 1% or something like that. But like it is moments where it clicks. Like overseas, like I live a certain lifestyle, but when I come home and have these camps and you see all these kids like register for your camp, you know what I'm saying? That's like a eye opening thing. Like I don't really have an idea of how many kids are gonna come, but then you start seeing the registration come through and you're like, dang, these people really like support me. And they just want to have their kids in camp being taught by you. You know what I'm saying? So
they see what you got going on.
Yeah,
so.
they'll do anything for a jersey, you know, autographs. That's normal overseas for me, but I'm saying like here it's not as normal. Like it's even though I'm an American player and social media is like a big thing, like I feel like it would be rare for me to go to Cali or something and somebody like, oh, I know you, and ask for autograph versus overseas, you know, you walking in the street or restaurant and they got your stuff on TV and everybody asking for autographs. So it's a lot of eye-opening things,
it's
like I said.
Crazy, like, because when you say that, you notice how most of the time you're shown more love where you don't live,
right?
Versus where you actually do. You know, so when you went overseas, right, to like you said, you've been in multiple places, Iraq, Jordan. What was the first culture shock? Like when you went over there,
I think
what happened? What's the story you got for us, or what are you thinking about?
I think the first year is always the biggest because it's your first time really going, like, you know, really doing it. So my first year, I was in Georgia. It's out there, like, you know, Georgia's in a weird location, but it's like it's called Eurasia, but it's kind of out there by like Russia and all of that. So I got over there, and it's like it's not like the Italies and Germanys and the big like Dubai. It's not like those countries. It's it's like Georgia's kind of like Ukraine and Russia, and we're not really familiar with those places. But we go over there, and the language barrier that was one of the places where I did have a big language barrier. A lot of my teammates spoke English, but some of them didn't. But moving around the city, it was a very poor place, but it was a huge city. So like it was poor. So, you know, you living nice because you making American dollars, but you get to spend it in their currency. It's really cheap. So, but that was a big culture shock for me because I'm like, dang, like my coach was telling me families over here live off of $200-$300 a month. I'm like,
so it's like that's
a family, like a family living off of $200-$300. No,
that's one of the bills,
bro. That's what I'm saying. That's one bill for us in the States. Like, so he was like, yeah, you can like families can surviving off of $300 a month here. Wow. And I'm like, dang, in this type of city, like a big city like this, it's like, yeah, like it's a poor place, but it's like it's just stuff like that shocks you. And it opens your eyes, and you know, it kind of teaches you too. Like, you know, you go out, you don't want to be disrespectful because I'm making American money, and like, you know, you don't want to go just flaunt or splurge your money in front of them. You know,
that's the thing. Like you just said, you know, obviously the differences in pricing and like, what was it like to see someone that's their version of rich? You know, like how did they handle money? Like, did people walk around and anybody flash? Like, what was it? Because I know in America,
like, I mean, like we in modern day age, so like social media is still a thing. So like the rich people over there are just like the rich people here, flashy or whatever. Like it's the lifestyle is the same. Like my the owner of our team, 3G wagons back to back. Wow. Calls us in the office like, you need anything on and off the court, call us. You know, wearing nice suits every day, like rich people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you see like you have your rich people who just come back there because it's a cheaper cost of living too. So people would leave the country and go make a living outside of there and come back to their home country because they know they can live comfortably there.
Would you ever do that?
I always said if I did live somewhere, I'm not gonna lie to you, like the places I would live, my money wouldn't really stretch. Like, I want to live in Qatar. I played in Qatar, Dubai area. Like that's a place I would 100% move.
Oh wow!
But it's expensive out there. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like
city.
Huge. It's huge like city. Think of Dubai. Whatever you think of Dubai, that's exactly what Qatar is.
Man, because I watch a lot of videos of people doing things in Dubai, so I can imagine.
It's literally they are literally brother nations. Qatar and Dubai, it's like a 25-minute flight from each other, 40-minute flight. And they like literally are identical cities, like, you know, man-made everything, palm trees, you know, all this advanced technology.
Right.
Qatar is actually richer than Dubai, which a lot of people don't know. It's the third richest country in the world. Yeah, so that's a place I would 100% live. Not because my money was stretched, it's just the comfortability of being over there.
Is the language, a lot of people speaking English over there?
Yeah, like Qatar is like a country that everybody goes to work because it's that's why it's the third richest country in the world. Like you got a bunch of Americans going over there to work and from other countries, and then you got a huge military base there. So I felt like I was in the States. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I was in like Miami or something. Like Qatar was different, bro.
Now
like,
see, earlier you said soccer, and it had me thinking about like soccer fans and how seriously they take that sport.
Right, yes.
When you're overseas, have you ever, you know, seen that type of support where you're like, this ain't even about basketball no more. This is about like this
lifestyle.
bigger.
Bro, literally,
like
bro.
what's something that happened that made you go, they take it serious. You know, this is why I'm here.
Listen, when I signed the Cyprus, Greece, bro, like
Cyprus, Greece.
My first day there, we have like I played for the biggest team in Cyprus. So like it's called Apoel. And they have a Champions League soccer team. Like this is like a big time club. And what people don't know is like, you think, all right, I can give you an example of Saudi. I'm not bouncing all over the place, but I'm gonna kind of make it simple for you. So everybody, you remember when Cristiano Ronaldo signed to Saudi and he signed to like Riyadh? Like that's a whole club. So Riyadh has a soccer team, handball team, basketball team. They have all the sports in this one team. So that fan base is also with that whole team, not just soccer. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So same thing when I was actually it's crazy. Cristiano, when I was in Saudi, we were at the same time. So he played for my rival team.
Oh wow.
That's, like exactly. So like
that's
what's up. So when I got to Cyprus, I was playing for the biggest team in the country, and I won the first day there. They had like a huge rival soccer game, and they always give you like a personal like assistant or somebody to take you around or whatever. So she was telling us like, telling me like, come to the game tonight. We'll get your tickets and everything taken care of, but wear like team gear. Like don't wear any other colors. Wear official team gear. Like
uniform. Like don't
like literally like they they give you all the shirts and stuff. So that was like come team gear.
Yeah.
I get there, bro. It's like I'm not exaggerating. Like 200 SWAT team members with riot shield. They have all these big tank SWAT trucks.
Dang.
Bro, I got videos on my phone too, like literally like it's like riot control, and then the fans are OD. Like they got flares in the stands, fires, like people fighting, people getting stabbed. Like it's that serious. It's that serious, bro. I'm serious, bro. I'm not exaggerating.
I know it. That's why it's funny,
that serious.
Damn.
Yeah. So like, and then like as I'm going and coming, I have like 2 security with me to make sure I get to and from where I'm going. Yeah, like
heavy security out there for
like,
real.
Yeah, I'm not moving like the mob.
No, just like in general. Like you said, the game, like there's 200 SWAT. Like that's dudes security everywhere.
Like dudes will literally fight and die about that.
Wow.
Same thing though. In Cyprus, bro, I'm sitting in my house and I hear explosion go off like a loud boom, 2-3 in the morning. I'm watching Netflix.
Dang.
Bro, somebody planted a car bomb and it was literally a rival team that like followed like one of our fans home and blew up his car, bro. Like set his car on fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, over some sports.
I'm gonna clip that one. And I'm that's crazy.
I don't care, bro. I'm gonna tell you the real, bro. And these are like I said, these are like the nice countries. Like,
not over a game, man.
This is like, you know what I'm saying? People always thinking you go to like Iraq or Saudi, like, oh, it's terrorism. No, it's not terrorism. What I'm saying, like this is strictly fan stuff.
Wow.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was in a nice country, like Greece. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was in a nice country. Like, and that happens because that's how they literally eat, sleep, bleed their team, bro.
That's crazy, man. Oh, well, okay, so you're over there, you living how you are for the time being, you come back home. Is there something strictly you learned over there, like a daily habit or like a, just something you live by now that you brought back to the States?
I think me being over there by myself kind of changed me as a person. Kind of made me appreciate a lot more when I am home. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of like me being over there, just kind of the thing I brought back from being overseas is just being more to yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's kind of bad to say people want to have more access to what I'm doing, what I'm like, who I am and stuff. But I think me going overseas taught me more about myself that you don't need to give people more access to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they're your peoples, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Because
like,
I've even seen you post something similar to like what you just said. It's like you know the me from 10 years ago.
Exactly.
You don't know
You
me
don't know me
now
now. Yeah.
because I've been
we've been 10 years
learning,
ago,
elevating,
exactly.
doing what I had to do. So yeah,
That's
like
probably the biggest thing I brought from overseas. Just learning how to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Which is not a bad thing, but it's not to no dark stuff. And I ain't being dark. I'm just saying like learning how to be by yourself and being content. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. That's what's up, man. Because you do need that time.
You need
to
your time to
figure out
yourself.
who you are.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people they get into things and they just say yes to things. When in reality, they need to be practicing the no's.
Yeah.
They need to be practicing turning things down and like
and that's real
you know?
overseas. Like you practicing a lot of no's. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just in a business period, basketball period. Like you dealing with all these agents and contracts and all kind of stuff. You gotta It's just a lot of things. You gotta just be able to say no. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So like as far as overseas go, we just final question that I was thinking, the game, right, that you'd want to relive, right? The game that you was having the best performance, like what memory comes to mind? What game would you relive, wouldn't change it, would score the same way?
Yeah. I got 2.
Okay. You can tell me both if you want, but that's what I'm trying to hear about is
I got 3 actually, but one of them is not a good experience, but it was an experience I would live 10 times over. Like I just would keep doing it. So one of them, it wasn't a bad experience, but Bulgaria, for example, playing against a rival team, we went into double overtime with this team, and I literally was saving us in this game. Like our team was struggling, and it just happened to be one of the games I'm like cooking. Literally, I hit shot after shot after shot, and the fans were going crazy, and we end up losing, I think, to a crazy call from the refs. Somebody gets fouled, they make 2 free throws and win. Literally, like at the end of the game, last second, we lose by 1 or 2.
Yeah, them fouls.
I'm getting interviews and stuff after the game. Even like I'm getting shown love as if I won the game after the game. But then I come home and check my phone. I get back to the locker room and check my phone, and I got like 100 messages from requests, and I'm reading them. And I read them. I don't care. I read them, and people are literally like cursing me out, like threatening me, like you sold my parlay or you cost us the game. And I'm like, bro, I just literally just led the both teams in scoring. We lost the game, but that's how big fan bases are. So like that's a bad experience that I would relive over and over. Cause that shows to me, people be like, dang, you got to deal with that. To me, I'm like, if you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't expecting you to say that. I was expecting you said hundreds of messages. I'm like, they're gonna be like,
Nah, people were cursing me out, threatening me. Like, no, I'm saying like all kinds of stuff, bro. Like literally like threats, like all kind of stuff, bro. And
that's serious.
But you like think about how you feel when your favorite team don't. You be ready to crash out.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I can imagine someone that
I understand
is like high level fan.
And they be on both sides of it. So I've been on both sides of it. So it's like that's a bad experience, that a quote unquote bad experience. But I looked at it as a good thing. Yeah. Now, when I was in Iraq, probably one of the best seasons I've had. I took my team to the championship, won the MVP of that game, and this was like this team really needed to go to championship. It wasn't. I played great in the game. I think I had like 29 or something, but it wasn't necessarily the stats and the scoring and all of that made me feel good. It was the moment when at the end of the game where we won, my teammates were so happy for me, and they like gave me the MVP trophy. And then I just remember everybody kind of like crowding me and huddling me. And like at that moment, that's where everything flashed. Like I like all the years, like literally from 1 till now, like everything just flashed at one time. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm working for. You know what I'm saying? So that feeling,
it's those moments. Man.
And then the last one is similar in Jordan. Like same thing, taking my team to the championship. I had a game winner, and it was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So those two were like really good.
That's why I wanted to hear that, because like I said earlier, people are waiting for the moment to feel like they did it, they've made it, and you can't give up too soon. Like you didn't expect that. Like the game you said where you lost by 2 fouls, 2 foul free throws. Yeah. I wasn't even expecting the story just now when he was telling me. I thought y'all won 2 overtimes. I was like, dang, that was unexpected. But hey, man, you went through it. And earlier you also mentioned like, faith.
Mhm.
And that's kind of the route I want to go now. It's like mindset, how are you using your faith? Like, how did it guide you through your ups and downs?
So yeah, like I'm a big believer in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and my whole life is a testimony as to why I am where I am. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mhm.
I can't really take credit for it because I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of situations I've been in that a normal person would have folded in or like just caved to the mental battle of it or whatever. But like, I feel like I had extra help from God. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
how I feel. Like, and I'm like, so I'm big. I always post about it. I live like that. Like, that's like a key part as to why I am who I am and where I am is because like I didn't do it on my own strength. I had additional help. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think like with that being said, like for anybody, nobody ever lives a straightforward, perfect life. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gonna have adversity, everybody gonna have good moments and bad moments. You gotta learn how to stay like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to just not get too high when things are going great and not get too low when things are going bad. And also, like I said, rely on God to help you get through those moments. And that's pretty much why I am where I am. Because I just like I relied on God to get me through those bad times and to keep me grounded through the good times. And then before you know it, you just see your life shaping and in the up trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Like you just keep going and
That's
keep
a
going.
consistent thing I'm hearing
Consistency,
with
yeah.
like just successful people of all sorts. They, like you said, keep God within every decision they're making. So like, would you say you feel the same way when it comes to your finances, right? Because
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of players. I was actually talking to Arthur, Arthur,
Little
and
Arthur.
I was talking to him and telling him I think it's 60 to 70% of basketball players, like in the NBA, they go bankrupt years after retiring or, while they're playing. And it seems like you keep it well together. Like, how do you go about, financial decisions? Do
That's
you,
not true. Like, especially these days with these contracts, the way it is, bro, like back in the day when money was less, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear more stories about that, but I think the rate in the league now is like 95% of people retain the money that they make. Like they live comfortably. They also
Okay.
set you up for life based on your first contract. So like, let's say if I was to sign $1 million contract, like, or let's just say, you get drafted, the rookie deal is like 10 mil. You know what I'm saying? Let's say they take that first contract and they make you straight for life. And then everything you make after that, and that's not even including the off the court deals, the brand deals, and all of that. They make you straight financially for life off of your first contract, and then you do it. So now in my case, I'm not making millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting there, but I'm saying like my thing is financially, God plays a part in it too because I feel like He blessed me with the money to be able to do things for others. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah, so that's how you look at it.
that's how I mean like obviously it's my money. I do what I want to do, but I'm saying you also consult God in everything you do with your money. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, in my church, I pay my tithes, I give back to my church, and also like I said, being in a position to help other people when I can. Now people look at you like I'm gonna use me as an example. People look at me like you make all this money, you do it. People don't know my financial like circumstances. They have no idea how much I'm making. People try to Google it and stuff. I'm like, bro, like they try to figure it out and they see how I live. A lot of people don't know half the time everything I do is free. Like I'm traveling for free. Literally, even when I'm in the States. Like vacation. I won't say vacations are free. I mean I pay for my own vacations, but I'm saying like a lot of things I do are centered around basketball. And if it's centered around basketball for me as a pro, it's free. So like I get free shoes, I get free everything, free food, free flights, free travel, free to a hotel. So people, it might look like I'm on vacation to you, but the whole time I'm probably doing something basketball related that they just flew me out there to do.
See, that's something I like to talk about because even though, you're playing basketball, it's business.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you shouldn't really have to, provide yourself with things when you're providing value for someone else. Because like you said, you could get it for free if you're a part of the right team, connected with the right people. You know what I mean? So that's really good to know that in basketball, you can take it as serious as a business. It's not just a game that you're playing. You're looking at yourself and valuing yourself.
That's literally like the bare minimum of being a pro. Like when you have an agent, like you don't pay for anything. I don't even pay my agent. Like the team pays your agent. You know what I'm saying? The agent signs you for free. The agent signs you off of potential and what they think they can do for you and you can do for them. And then once they get you a job, based on how much you sign for, the agent get a percentage of that. So like it's not coming out of my pocket or my salary. It's just based off of what I make. And then, like I said, bare minimum, bro. They giving me a car, they giving me a house,
Right.
food, flights all covered. They might even throw in extra flights for my family to come. Anything. Like literally, like I don't pay for anything and I get paid an extra salary.
Pay attention to these deals. Know your worth.
Yeah, nah, word.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, nah, seriously. So
it matters.
And like even when I come home, like I said, people see certain stuff and I'd be like, listen, I'm not paying for this. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just in Atlanta or like Vegas and all of this stuff. But, oh, you out here having fun? Like, yeah, I'm having fun. At the same time, I'm out here for basketball. Like, you don't know if somebody could have flew me out there to do their camp. Somebody could have flew me out there to train.
You're working, but everybody got to have their
the workload. The workload in a day is 1 to 2 hours, bro. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the free time is to do whatever, bro. So it's like 4 hours at the most. So I am living and having fun, and I am on vacation, but I'm also doing something that I love that I get paid to do. So it's like,
earned it.
Yeah, it's free. I'm not paying for nothing.
Time deserved, man. So you ever had a moment you wanted to give up? You know what I mean? Like we're still kind of sticking to the mindset and faith topic. You know, like whenever you wanted to give up, where were you mentally there? Like how did you talk to God in those moments? Like,
for sure, my double knee surgery, I thought it was over.
Yeah, I remember
I thought it was over, bro, because having both at the same time kind of made my recovery a lot longer. So I'm like, dang, like I'm gonna have this gap out of high school. People not gonna want me. I had, all these different thoughts, and I'm physically at my worst. I was like, I lost 40 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm bedridden. You know what I'm saying? Like wheelchair, have bed sores. Also, I'm just thinking it's over. I can't see. I mean, like, I am mentally tough, but you do have mentally weak moments. So I'm like, I knew that somehow I was gonna come out on the other side, but I didn't know how. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like in the moment, you're just sitting there sobbing at yourself. You know what I'm saying? But at the same, cause I really can't do nothing. All I can do is just physically go through my process of getting back better. You know, so I can't do anything that I want to do. But before you know it, you look up and you're like, dang, I'm out of it. And that's one moment where I felt like giving up. And the other one was coming out of Young Harris. COVID hit. And a lot of people were supposed to go pro that didn't go pro because the whole world was shut down. So we couldn't travel. So I was supposed to go straight out of Young Harris, but I had to wait a whole year because of COVID.
So what was those internal conversations like?
Bro, it's
those
like
2 moments you
knowing how the professional world is, like agents and stuff literally like they look at people with gaps in their resume. So if like you having a gap, it's like a dang near a no. You know what I'm saying?
Red flag.
It's like a he's not in shape, he's not ready to go. Like, but COVID was a little different. So me having that gap, I was literally home for like a year straight. People don't know I was working, like actually like washing dishes.
Yeah.
Doing like literally working. So like
had to.
People don't know these things though. You know what I'm saying? They just look at what you put out there and they just assume. They don't know that I was really like in the trenches.
That's the thing about social media, man. I feel like
post what you want to post.
Yeah, since high school, people have become professional, posers. In some situations. It's like
you can literally live a whole life on social media that's literally not you.
Yeah, it makes it hard to actually appreciate certain things.
For sure, because everybody trying to show the wins, nobody show the losses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to be as authentic as possible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all see my like stories sometimes when I get on there. I might post with my close friends or something, but I might tell y'all exactly what a team did to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to tell the whole thing, both ups and downs. Y'all see all the wins, y'all gonna see the losses, so people can know it ain't always smooth sailing and it's possible to get through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you watch Beasley play basketball on YouTube. Michael
Beasley,
yeah. He said a quote that I saw earlier, and it was, "Everybody is an overnight success. It's just God don't tell you what night it is.
Right.
So you gotta work every day." And
to get to that point,
people gonna ignore you. They gonna see you working and say, "What are you doing? You need to come party. You need to come hang out." But one day, everyone's like, "Man, he just blew up overnight." It's like, nah,
it really took 10, 15 years. No, really, like
exactly.
People see that one thing that happens that take you up there, but it really is like 10, 15 years of work. You know what I'm saying? Like consistent work with no results. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of things. A lot of people quit because they don't see instant macaroni. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of people just they stop because they feel like they're doing it. Like a big thing is like the gym. You see a lot of people. I'm starting the gym on New Year's. They go for 5 days and be like, it's not working. I don't see no results. And then they quit. When in reality, if you're just consistent for a couple of months, you start to see results. It just takes, things take time.
Yeah.
Right.
So earlier you was talking about how being away from home, you actually find yourself,
Mhm.
but there's pressure moments.
Mhm.
And like I said, there's no family out there. Their friends ain't out there. How do you stay grounded and like
What you mean
keep your
pressure
composure?
moments?
Like, you're in the game, maybe like that double overtime you were
Oh,
talking about, or
like how do
maybe
I deal with those things being
yeah,
over
maybe
there?
you're on an interview in front of a crowd of people that's
Yeah,
not your fan, and
yeah,
they, like that's because you told some crazy
yeah.
stories
Nah, word.
just in this
Yeah,
interview alone.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
those moments you're not able to look over your shoulder and
And
see the guys
yeah,
or
yeah.
your family, or so. How is
Um,
that?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, you talk to the people, you talk to your people every day, dang near.
Oh
A
yeah,
phone call will do. FaceTime now will do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
yeah,
doesn't necessarily have to be a physical presence. And you're not over there by yourself. Like, I'm over there by myself in terms of family, but like I said, I might have a close teammate that I'm with, or you might have
Mhm.
some OGs on your team that have been through what you've been through, that played in the league, and they experienced everything, so they helping you through it. Call
Yeah.
your agent. Yeah, you talk to your agent all the time. So it's just like,
So
you
they're
got
kind of
people
like
to
a
kind of help navigate, the stuff
counselor
you
through
go.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you learn as you go, man. Like, sometimes you might get in the interview and not be politically correct, and you hear about it on the news or something like,
Yeah,
dang, I shouldn't have
that's
said
the
that.
craziest thing I can imagine. It's
I
like
hate,
being
like,
in
yeah,
another country, and then the languages are different. You might disrespect someone you don't know you're
yeah,
disrespecting.
but
I don't, and it,
it's not even that, because like I said, you really don't have those problems. I'm just saying in
okay.
terms of just doing what the fans want you to do, saying
Mm-hmm.
what the fans want you to say,
Mm-hmm.
like media training and all of that. Like, so, like I said, I try to be as authentic as possible, but some people are so authentic they mess themselves up.
Yeah.
So when I'm coming home and doing these interviews, I don't care, because I'm in the States, and
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of people now are podcasting and saying what they're saying they piece. That's why I like
Yeah.
having podcasts, because now I can tell my side of the story
Exactly.
instead of just hearing from ESPN or Sports Center that interview. That's a professional interview versus
Mm-hmm.
me on a podcast. I can give my side and not like like Stephen A and them giving their political side. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, no, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and you can say what you feel, and then
Yeah.
let the people form whatever their opinion they want to opinion. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely cool with it. Like, I don't have no problem telling a story, especially like when I'm home. I be wanting to do podcasts so I can really tell my side of the story.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. You
For
got
real,
to.
for
All right.
real.
So like, let's say you're overseas and there was a situation where you actually got caught in that moment where you're like, I can't explain myself the way I want to right now. What was there a moment where you didn't get to explain yourself and now you'd like to?
Man, if I'm being honest with you, like, I can't think of anything off the top of my mind.
Yeah.
It always happens. Uh, I can give you kind of a situation. So I was in Bahrain, which is over there in, like, by Dubai. It's in the Gulf. Same thing, Kuwait, the Saudi, like the nicer area.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had a career high, 41-10. And my
Wow.
agent calls me and said, like, you're being cut the next morning. Like, the
Dang.
team cut me. So
Dang.
the natural route went to go in the office and talk to the GM, like, man to man, like, what's up? Like, we just won. I just had a career high. Like, what you like? What's the deal? But the political side of me has to keep it professional,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what's going to carry you throughout your career. So, like, when I found out why they cut me, it's just because they wanted to bring in a high level NBA guy that a lot of people know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his name
Okay.
is Clay Anthony Early. It's another one named Kyrie Walker. He's actually on, like, all the one-on-ones and Ball is Life stuff. Kyrie
Okay.
Walker, like, me and
Okay.
him was competing for one spot.
Wow.
Yeah, like, so it's like a lot of guys y'all know that I actually, like, play against and with and whatever. But it's like, in those moments, because I'm not necessarily as big of a name as those guys, I
Mm-hmm.
be wanting to say what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I be wanting to really talk my trash. But,
Yeah.
like, in that moment, because of the sports media, I keep it media trained and professional. But
Mm-hmm.
then when I come home, I can tell it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. Like,
Yeah. No,
I'm
that's
no
something
longer
else.
under contract with this team. I can
Right.
say what I want to say. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I don't have nothing to lose from it. When you under contract with a team, there's literally like a clause in your contract so you can't, like, speak ill of the team. Like, they can
Right.
sue you and all kind of stuff. So,
What
like,
would you have told the coach though? For doing that and not even warning you. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
no warning. Like, literally,
Yeah,
like,
and
bruh,
that's a yeah.
I would have walked in the office and I would have been like, respectfully, no disrespect to the other players, because everybody's on their own journey, and that's how I have to view it too. Like
Mm-hmm.
we all feel like we're better than, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm like, okay, I'm better than this guy. I'm showing it, physically proving it.
Mm-hmm.
You have no reason to cut me, but they might have their reasons that you can't see. So I would have just addressed it like that, man to man. Like I feel like I'm the better fit. And then like once you start to see how the season turns out for people, I also want to go back and be like, yeah, that's why you should have kept me. You know what I'm saying?
Karma's
Or
a mother-
yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. Like not even
Yeah.
being arrogant or anything, but like I said, man, I've year 5 and I've been to two championships. You know what I'm saying? Like my resume speaks. So you go sign all these quote unquote big names, which are people who are from bigger cities who just had more exposure than you, not necessarily better than you at all. You know what I'm saying?
It's more of like a popularity.
Popularity contest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, my popularity has grown a ton over the years, but it's like you're still not on the level of some of these guys in terms of popularity.
Yeah, and
you
then
know
when
what
you
I'm saying?
talk about the fan base, how it is out there, the politics, like you said earlier,
Yeah.
it would make sense why something like that would happen, but it's still, you know, ways to go about things, I guess.
Like one thing I like about the fans overseas is they don't care in terms of the politics really happen from the people who make decisions. So like GMs, owners, presidents, all of these high level people. But the fans, they just like production. So I could be a no name Ryle coming from Beaufort, a small city, and go over there and produce. And then you have LeBron come over there and play and sucks. They don't care that he's LeBron. They
Yeah.
care about who's bringing the value to their team.
Okay.
And in that situation, like I said, I had a lot more love than a lot of the guys you might know. Like NBA players, I had in Jordan, for example, like Rondé Hollis Jefferson, he plays on their national team. Like he's an NBA player, pretty much.
Yeah.
He plays for Jordan's national team. And like I felt like I had the biggest fan base in Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you have guys like that are playing for these countries. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just really depends on how appreciative you are of the fans, because that's what they like to feel appreciated too. And like I always show my appreciation. I feel like fans carry me through games. You know what I'm saying? So I feed off of crowds. So
that's what's up.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, because like I like
you
crowd
see,
energy.
You see it with me at LI and stuff like.
Yeah, crowd energy really does.
It helps, bro.
You know, boost your mentality towards what you're doing, because you already came out there to win. Like you was already in the mode, and then when you see people, you know, yelling and cheering you on,
the adrenaline takes over, bro.
I can imagine.
It takes over. So yeah, like I said, it's just like I said, like in terms of speaking my own, it's a lot of situations I could just, you know, but
you know we're gonna bring you back for part 2, because things happen. And you haven't got to let the people know what you had to say. We're gonna let you do it right here in more action.
Facts.
But nah, really thinking about, you know, life lessons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Legacy, because basketball, it's not gonna be forever. Right. You know, there's gonna be a new generation. But you told us how coming out of high school, you actually had knee surgeries that hindered your, you know, process. But let's say that didn't happen. You're back in high school. You're talking to yourself. You know what I mean? What would you, from the mindset you're in now,
tell my younger self?
Yeah, or any other basketball player, or not even just basketball, just someone focused and solid about what they're trying to do for the next 10 years, you know, because when you think in decades, you do make better decisions.
Right.
And that's pretty much what I've seen you've been doing, making a better decision after another. So it's like, what would you tell the younger generation version of yourself?
I would tell myself, my high school version of Ryle, speak up for yourself more, stand on business. Like, don't be so like you got people who are so like tied up, suit and tie, like they do everything right. Like they
by the book.
They do everything by the book. Don't be that guy. Like, I'm not telling you to be a rebel by any means, but like people take advantage of you because you are willing to do everything by the book. You know what I'm saying?
That individuality.
You need individuality, and that's what I tell young Ryle. Like, don't try to be the perfect player or the perfect politically correct dude. Do it your way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do it God's way, do it your way, but do what works. Do it in your own lane. Do it in your way. So, like, for example, like I became much more outspoken since high school.
You know what I'm saying? So you didn't talk shit like this? Because I used to watch you play. I wasn't on the court, but I mean, I thought this was you the whole time.
I always was a dog, but I'm saying, like, in the way I express it was a little. I always had that internal confidence. Now the external, like, people would look at me back then and be like, "Oh, this little weak, frail kid is just yapping." Now it's like you speaking, it echoes. You know what I'm saying? Like people going, it carries weight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would just tell my younger self, like, be more dogmatic, like be more aggressive, be more like not going. You know what I'm saying? Like stand on business. Like literally, like don't be that pushover. Be because now that I am that, you know what I'm saying? Like everything for me is smooth. Like
because when you really look at it, right? It's the beginning. It's in my opinion the lowest you'll ever be. Right. So if you, like you're saying, start off then. You could talk,
I think a lot of things will change.
You could talk that way, and you may not, have the stats to back it up. But like you said, if you start building those, skills and the stats start to match the talk, you just gonna be at that perfect place in life.
So I never. All right. So like when you say it like that, I never like. You can't talk the talk and not walk the walk. So like for example, if my stats weren't backing up, what I was doing, I wouldn't be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like because you have to remain humble and realistic.
Yeah.
And
so
I'm big on humility. Like people get arrogance and confidence confused. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a highly confident guy. It might come off as arrogant to some people who don't understand. But you don't realize, like, let's say if I was thinking it up, I'm not about to be out here saying I'm better than people and whatever, or talking like I'm just that dude and you're really not. I talk the way I talk because I got everything to back it up. And I can vouch. I got a lot of people that vouch. I mean, everything vouches for itself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stand on business because like I know what I actually bring to the table and it's not delusion. It's like, okay, I can show you what I bring to the table versus some kid who just thinks they're better than you and they actually suck. You know what I'm saying? That's talking crazy. Like, no.
Because that's a big lesson a lot of
these
young
kids
generation,
now,
they need to learn, because it's like you said, we're all on social media,
bro,
and seeing things from a different perspective. And it's like, I'm going to say what I need to say in this moment because the camera's on me. But I haven't been to practice in a week and I'm not about to tell you that.
Bro, they only tell you like, they only want to tell you the side that makes them look favorable. Like,
what I'm saying? I ain't been on the court in a minute,
But you want a full ride scholarship to do. Like, no, it don't work like that. And I ain't gonna lie, in this city, I mean, you see me talking to kids all the time in the gym. Like, a lot of kids always try to come to me for help, but they not putting in the work or doing the right things to be successful. So I'm like, bro, like, don't come. I'm like, and this is for everybody that's watching. Do not come ask me for no help if you ain't doing the work, because I ain't gonna help you. it's facts. Like, man,
I was literally doing an interview the other day. Marvin Francois, he said, I'm not the type of person that deals with problems anymore. People come up to him with excuses and this, that, and the other.
Don't
and it's
deal with
like,
it, bro.
What's the solution? Let's talk about the solution.
That's literally like,
all the time energy
on the
problem.
But you could be getting the same thing to the solution.
Right. We could talk about what we need to be doing in the gym. Do we need to be waking up early?
Yeah.
So that's a good lesson. That's another reason why I want y'all to understand this is a conversation about basketball and life. It's all of it in one. It's not just sports. It's not just a career. It's lifestyle. It's daily habits. It all adds up at the end of the day. So like when it comes to people, dealing with them, playing basketball or running into them on the street, what has basketball taught you about people?
Man, people are fickle. So like, people don't like, they gonna love you when they love you, and they gonna hate you when they hate you. And you gotta keep the ones that support you through it all. They'll keep those ones close. Cause like, for example, as an athlete, especially, like people gonna like a lot of people gonna like you, but you also gonna have a lot of haters. You know what I'm saying? Like for different reasons. You might have, let's use the city as an example. You're gonna have a lot of people that envy you because you're the only one that went to go do it. You know what I'm saying? And they felt like they were better than you in high school, or they felt like they were better than you, period. So there's gonna be a lot of people that envy you for that. Or let's take the city out of it and let's just go to fan bases. A lot of people aren't gonna like you because you're a rival or you're against their team. So like you can't really listen to people's opinions. You gotta be comfortable with yourself. Because that's what comes with being a professional athlete. Everybody gonna have so much to say.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows who you are. They just see what is out there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows you as a person. They only see all this, whatever they see, and they form opinions based off of that. But nobody will actually sit down and have a conversation with you and pick your brain about who you are. So it's like, I would like seeing people in the street, man. Like a lot of people, nobody ever talks trash to me in person. It's always something on social media, or they see you in person. It's always love, bro. And it's always gonna get back to me. Like, I know what everybody be saying about me. I know what everybody thinks, or if I should be a professional, if I should be in this position. who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, but when I see them in person, it's always love. So that's why I say people are flaky. Like, you know,
For anybody watching, like, let them know where you're originally from. Like,
I'm from
I
Port Royal,
wanna,
South Carolina, like
Port Royal, South
Buford,
Carolina.
South Carolina, Port Royal, South Carolina. Like,
Yeah, man.
I'm from a little city. Like, I'm from here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so
People got to know the growth and the difference
Yeah.
of where he's been and where he's going.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, so I just wanted to throw that in there, let people understand, you know, what you've been going through. Like,
Mhm.
okay, let's keep it there. Like, you know, growing up, what's some of the biggest differences you noticed, you know, like with, let's say, the youth and teenagers, adults, like you kind of can see all three, like overseas. Okay, how are they growing up? You know, how are their neighborhoods? Like, what was different?
It's a lot more depending on the countries. Like, for when I played in the Middle East, like, you know, Saudi and Qatar and Bahrain, very rich countries, so they grow up privileged. You know what I'm saying? Like, their parents are super rich, grow up in these huge houses, they drive super nice cars, like they have money to do whatever they want to do
early.
Wow. And it's kind of like inherited. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
versus going to like Europe, some of these like European countries are they grow up very humble, very appreciative, very like they value the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not just throwing, they're very cheap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can compare that to, like I said, like it's kind of same here, I guess. Like, depending on your family, man. Some people grow up poor, some people grow up with money, and I didn't personally grow up with money, and that's like another driving force of why I wanted to, like, it was you always want to make a better situation for your family. You know what I'm saying? So it was like basketball was my best opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, like that's cool.
Do what you got to do and
Do
bring
what you
it
got to
back
do
home,
and bring
man.
it back. Yeah. Like,
Is that how you want to be remembered? Like the one that kind of started the chain reaction of the empire builders? Like, you know, I would say you're chasing a dream that's bigger than a lot of people really chase.
Yeah.
So is that what you would say you want to be remembered as? Or is there another version of you that you're saying, like, you know, as I go on, I want to be remembered as this type of guy, you know, or this type of player maybe?
So, to be honest with you, I can care less how I'm remembered as a basketball player.
Oh, really? This isn't like the most important thing.
It's not the most important thing, because I'm very satisfied and happy with how I turned out as a basketball player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, bro, like the level I made it to overseas. Like I said, I keep having to break it down like this because people don't really know or give you the credit that you need. But when I start mentioning the names that I play against or with or in the same region, people are like, I didn't know you were actually like playing with DeMarcus Cousins and Dwight Howard and people like that.
Yeah.
They only give you your respect when you start naming names that you know. So, like I said, basketball wise, I've reached a level that, you know, I'm satisfied with that.
Right.
I feel like nobody in the world can guard me. I haven't been shut down in years. You know what I'm saying? Like, basketball wise is cool. I want to be remembered as the guy who like inspired others to like chase their dreams, but like actually accomplish them. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you got to do to get where you want to be.
Not just give up on it.
Yeah, don't give up.
One
like,
little thing happened.
That's literally like my whole story. Every
Yeah.
interview talks about that, like, resilience and all of that. So it's like that's what I want to be remembered as, and like me getting messages from people saying that I was the reason why they didn't quit. That's pretty much what I'm. That's what I'm aiming for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you definitely got to keep on speaking your mind, because this is what's gonna make that happen.
Exactly.
You know, people hearing the way that you're thinking, the way that you're going about your daily mindset and habits is what will help someone who was at home ready to quit because their coach talked to them a way they wasn't.
them crazy,
like, you know, there's kids out here who don't have a father figure in their life. So
Right.
when they see a coach talking to them a certain way, they take it personally, maybe. But it's like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Basketball
Or
your goals,
feelings,
like,
right.
or is it about your feelings? Exactly. So, you know, this is good being able to express that, you know. So if basketball, right, ended tomorrow, would you still be most grateful for the journey, or like, is there something else you're looking to do
after basketball? It's gonna sound crazy, but my whole life already sounds crazy. Just like, for real, if like when I'm gonna tell you my plans. I won't say if basketball ended tomorrow. After I'm done with basketball, I like legit still plan on being a professional athlete, just in a different sport.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Hey, we've been seeing you golf, man.
So that's
I know. I have.
Like literally, like I'm a like when I'm done with basketball, I'm gonna pursue golf. Like, actually, like get into these like amateur like leagues that you can place to go to all these like actual
Yeah.
like PJ tours and stuff like that.
Wow.
I'm gonna actually do that when I'm done like playing basketball. And another thing, which is everybody laughs at this, bro. Everybody laughs at this one, but pickleball, bro. People don't know I'm actually ranked in pickleball. Like
You're ranked.
I have a ranking, like
in South Carolina,
like,
or is
so
like where?
it's like an
where?
app called Duper, and it's like the official pickleball like
That is
thing nationally, right?
You gotta
And
show me how to
the
play.
only
man.
way you get ranked, is by like statin, but your ranking depends on like the level of people you play.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? So
so
I don't
you've
give
won
myself a
against-
rank. Yeah, I don't give myself a
Wow.
ranking. It's based off of who I played.
When did
and
that start?
like 3 years ago, bro.
What?
Yeah.
I've
I've been doing pickleball for a minute. Bro.
That is crazy.
I just like I'm an athlete, bro. People are like, you're a basketball player? No, I'm an athlete.
You ever thought about getting a cameraman to kind of catch these moments? Because I've seen, you post good content of the
Yeah.
basketball. We need to see
Man,
some pickleball, the golf.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like overseas, my media is crazy. Like there's literally camera people following you all the time. But when I come home, bro, people just, the younger generation or anybody, they feel like they call it glazing. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, like we not about to glaze you and follow you around with a camera, bro. I'm like, it's not about that. And like, I'm gonna give you a story, and I ain't gonna tell you who it is because y'all actually know these people. But
okay,
but
that's fine.
somebody saw my post. I have like the real camera posts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some people see him and was like, dang, his post just icked me out. Like, why does he have a camera following him like he's famous? I said, I didn't ask these people to do this, number one. Number two, people literally contact me like all the time asking to like film my workouts and everything.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you going bowling today? Let me pull up with the camera. Like, people ask me to do these things. I don't pay anybody to do these things.
It's just crazy to hear.
I would like to have a cameraman follow me.
No, you need to, because this is how I look at it,
people
right?
Be like hating, bro.
Yeah,
people legit be hating.
I try to tell people, watching a podcast, just understanding business in general and understanding finances and all that, right? Attention is a big part of all of it now.
That's how you get it. These days, bro. You got to have eyes on you, bro.
And if you don't have your own way of catching moments that you weren't planning to catch,
right?
Okay,
it's gonna be like not authentic, bro.
I'm watching this video the other day, and they're talking about streamers. Why is it that they stream instead of vlog? Well, first of all,
streaming catches everything.
You just killed one bird, with a stone. You didn't have to turn the camera back on.
Right.
Oh man, redo that.
It's always on.
It's always on.
Yeah.
You done caught it all.
Exactly.
And then second of all, now you get to see that side of whoever you're watching. Exactly. That is the relaxed,
the authentic version of them. Right. Yes.
So yeah, man, definitely look into that because that would be cool to see. I would definitely. Hey, Ryle's first golf tournament.
Well, yeah,
streamed.
Good or bad. I don't care. I'm an open book, bro. I'm an open book, good or bad. Like if I stink it up, cool. If I play good, cool. But it's gonna be there.
All right.
Like, look, I'm on the camera, bro. If anybody want to be my personal camera person, tap in. Hey, y'all gonna have my Instagram and all that. That's gonna be on here.
There's a lot of people out here making excuses. Oh, I can't find a job. Listen. I'm not saying I'm hooking you up, but I'm hooking you up. You know what I mean? No links needed. Just hit me up. I hit him up. We'll make it happen.
The people literally be like some people I know with cameras literally like won't do it because they feel like they're like glazing. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I'm not about to follow you. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like just because you actually know me. I'm like, all my homies and all the other ones got cameraman. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm from Buford and y'all know me personally, you feel like I'm still on that level of where y'all at. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's crazy.
This is another lesson. See, this is why we do this, right? Conversations just help people understand different perspectives, right? You have to be in an abundance mindset to even understand what we're talking about right now. You can't just basically look at someone else as they got it, so I can't have it. If I help them, I'm not helping myself.
Which is crazy because I help a lot of people.
It's a crab in the barrel
That's
mindset,
crazy.
Crab
in the barrel.
I don't want people watching this to, stick to that mindset. Hear what we're talking about. Hear what we're saying. Look yourself in the mirror. Understand it's out here for everybody.
I literally believe it's enough room for everybody to eat. I feel like if you help me, I help you. Like we all can grow it. Like it's not like I'm taking money off your plate or you're taking money off mine. I think there's so much lanes, bro, where we all can eat. So I never understood why people try to bring you down or hate, but it's really just because it's like an internal thing. It's an insecurity, bro. It's literally because they didn't have the discipline or drive or whatever to get to where they be. So they envy the people that do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand both sides of why you have crap in the barrel mindset, but I feel like it's stupid and you shouldn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. what's a myth, right? About basically, let's kind of call it abundance, like a myth about abundance, other than it's everywhere. You know, that you want younger people or our peers, people our age, to break, like, you know what I mean? They believe that money is only good for certain people, or this certain lifestyle is only meant for someone who grew up this way, or what's something you don't agree with anymore because you actually have seen the other side and know that
I think
you can get there.
I I I'm gonna speak for the people on this because I wasn't the big time dude that just made it like already being a big time dude. I came from zero and then came into that lane. So I do feel like it's possible for anybody if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what color you are, or who you are, or how you grew up, your circumstances. Like I feel like if you want to do something, you can do it. If you just cliche put your mind to it. You know what I'm saying? Like so like
that's the truth.
for real, like so I don't believe in all the stereotypes and all the politics. I don't believe in it at all. I think everything is in my favor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's because I have a strong faith belief. But I really do believe that I'll win at everything I do, and I have like everything will be in my favor. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
people be like, oh, like you only got this position because of whatever color of your skin or whatever. I don't believe that. It happens. It does happen. I'm not negating that it does that it doesn't happen, but I'm saying
The majority probably made it happen for themselves.
I feel like a lot of people are in the position they're in because they had the work to back it, or they could at least sustain it. So some people are given things, but I feel like they're still talented or equipped or qualified enough to maintain it. So I don't think anything just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it just happens. Like people be like, oh, so and so got this job because their daddy was, but this
Right.
person has to still have some type of level of qualification, or not even if they're qualified, but have some type of skill to stay in that field. Because if
Yeah.
you're not doing your job well, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this can be
Yeah.
any field. Like not just sporting, be any field. So
Y'all pay attention to these lessons.
Yeah.
Okay. Understand that it's really important to look at your situation and hold yourself accountable.
hold yourself
Like,
accountability, bro.
where you're at in life, you're responsible for
You're
that.
responsible
you know?
for
And
it,
if
man.
you play the blame game,
Probably won't ever get nowhere.
listen, we're on the same thought thought path right now, because that's really what I want everyone to understand through these stories that he's telling you, and this advice he's giving. It's just whatever lane you're in, you have to have a huge level of accountability, consistency. You have to have mentors. You
Yeah.
have to keep your circle,
Small.
small, and just pay attention.
Yeah.
Get rid of the ones that aren't bringing you down.
Right.
Don't deal with things that you don't have to deal with. If you got somewhere to go, maybe you got to go alone.
But
Maybe
yeah,
you got to go alone. But
that's facts.
that's okay. So we're going to do a little rapid fire before we leave.
All right.
Top 5 songs right now. This 2025, 5th year for Ryle. What are you playing?
Hold on. I can look at my phone.
You can
Hold
do
on,
it.
hold on,
Do
hold
what
on,
you
hold
need
on.
to do. But we need to see what's on the playlist.
Let me see, bro. Oh, that's a tough one. Top 5 is kind of crazy.
As long as you can give me 5, I even settle for 4. But what's
Nah,
Ryle listening
it's just
to, man?
it's just a lot of good stuff out here, man.
Yeah.
I'll go. I got Giveon. I can tell just
Mhm.
because it's recent.
Okay.
That's a tough one. I'm big on like Meek Mill, Friday. Let me just give you my my rap, whatever you call it. I'm just gonna see what they say my top 5 is,
Okay.
because it's too much good music out here.
You be switching it up.
I'll be switching it up, but it really just depends on like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I can't give you a top 5 songs, but I can give you top 5 artists.
that's fine.
All right, I'll do the artists. I'm going Meek. I gotta go Chris Brown. I'm gonna go Tasha Cobbs, a gospel artist.
Okay,
Gotta put K Camp in there,
that's a good one.
but it's a sleeper. A lot of people don't listen to him.
Yeah, K-Cat was good though.
And
He still
then-
dropping songs.
I'm gonna pick Friday or
Yeah.
or Lil Baby. I'm not really like a a trapping rapping, like I'm just a
Mhm.
smooth mellow dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like
It shows in the music we listen to.
I got a good mix of everything. I'm big on gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Probably listen to more gospel than anything, but then I got like I said, it's a mix of everything. So like Friday Meat Meal, Lil Baby, K Camp, and I forgot the other one. It was somebody else I said. Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, so I'll probably go there. That's probably me.
Ones, man. You watching any TV shows?
BMF.
Oh, that's a good one, man. I swear, I got an account with Hulu just for that.
Bruh, I just BMF about to wrap up. I think Friday, so I just finished that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, bro. I haven't really in recent history, I haven't watched any shows. When I be overseas, bro, like that's the time you think you would sit down and watch shows.
Yeah.
Because I got so much free time, but no, I don't know, bro. BMF just been like the main thing. It was Snowfall. I like shows like that.
Now, see, those long form series kind of feel like a movie to me. That's why I'm into them.
I can't do it, man. If it's too long, bro, I'm not watching it, bro.
Yeah.
If it got 2 or 3 seasons.
What about movies? Are you into
cool.
any? Oh yeah,
movies
you seen the new Happy Gilmore? You seen any new movies recently? Because Happy Gilmore is funny. He's got a lot of people in that one.
I haven't seen.
It was on Netflix.
The most recent movie I can think of that I saw was Sinners.
Sinners was good. Okay,
that's the one I can really think of. I haven't been in the movies in a while.
Yeah.
I saw Sinners when I was overseas, like 2 months ago.
Nice.
So that's the last time I actually probably went to the movies because I just watch everything at home. Yeah, probably Sinners. I'm bigger on movies than I am shows.
Yeah. Me too. I'm more of a movie person. I got a couple of them sitting on the desk right there. You going anywhere soon? Traveling places? Next place you want to travel? Maybe you haven't been there. Maybe you have, and you're just going back.
In terms of the states, I travel to New York a lot.
Oh yeah,
New York City. Got family there, but also that's like where my layovers be every time I go overseas. So I just made New York very familiar,
right?
Because like that's a big hub. So I just stay in New York a lot. I want to get to Texas, bro. I've been everywhere. Like I done been to the Calis, all up and down the East Coast. Never been to Texas.
Wow.
So I want to get somewhere like Houston or Dallas just to see what the vibe is like. Everybody talks about those places. I want to just go there for a weekend or so. But in terms of overseas, I want to go to China. And it was crazy is I canceled a deal in China to sign this deal.
Oh
like
wow!
I was going through a process to go to China before I did this. So I want to get to China. I want to go to like Singapore. Just pretty much like that Eastern Asia, like Taiwan, Japan, China, like that side. I want to go over there, see what it's like over there. I heard the technology is crazy.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah.
You got a dream car?
I have my dream car now.
Right now, okay.
But
let them know what it is.
No,
okay. Go do it. You said y'all not about to catch me.
No. But like, all right, like coming up as a kid, like the car I have now is the car that I last year when I bought it brand new. That's the car I wanted. But that's like, that's for a humble, everyday, average American. Now, if I had stupid money, like stupid money, I've been really set on like a G-Wagon or a Cybertruck.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Those Cybertrucks actually look cool when their tires are right.
When the tires are right,
like they gotta be the bulky ones. Yeah, I don't like.
People don't like them, but I actually rock with the Cybertruck. People don't like them. I want a Cybertruck. If you see an extra Cybertruck floating around in Buford in the next 2-3 years, probably gonna be me. And then I said G-Wagon. I'm not big on like exotic cars though, like the Ferraris and Lambos. I feel like it's too hot, it's too flashy.
Yeah,
like
I feel that.
I want a car that can blend in. A Cybertruck not gonna blend in, but I'm saying like a G-Wagon will, especially around here. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people drive those in Hilton Head and stuff.
Yeah.
So I want a car that blends in. Like I don't want to come home to Buford and have the Lambo and everybody know Ryle's home. I don't want that type of car.
Right.
Yeah, I want something that I can kind of blend in with.
That's good. That's good. Well, hey, you heard it here first. This was just part 1 because we will be back. Another day, another time. Ryle, I appreciate you talking.
Appreciate it, man.
With me, man. Everyone on More Action. Rewind this back. Listen to the stories again because, like I said, it's not just about basketball. It's not just about business. It's about lifestyle in general, mindset in general. You can always find a lesson in every story. I'm Brandon J.
And this was another episode of More Action Podcast. Ryle, if you want to let them know where they could find you on Instagram, maybe Facebook, where they could tune into your games, 5th year,
Yeah.
Anything you want to let people know.
My Instagram is Ryle_style, so RYLE and then _STYLE, and then everything else is Ryle Owens on Google or whatever. If you type in my name on Google, it'll have all my socials and everything on there. So, and how to watch games, it's different depending on the league. So I mean, like I normally post them on my Facebook story. So if you just tune into my Facebook, I always reshare the links and stuff like that. You can catch the games and they'll have the times and everything on there. So
needed to know that.
Yeah,
I appreciate
a lot of
you,
people
bro.
ask about the game, so you can definitely tune in and see those when the links be posted and stuff like that.
That sounds
Appreciate
good,
it,
man. This was a good conversation. Y'all, let us know in the comments what we need to talk about in part 2. Maybe I need to ask him some questions about politics. Maybe I need to ask him some questions about where he wants to live, for the rest of his life. I don't know. Whatever you think I forgot to say, put it in the comments. This is another episode of More Action Podcast. Till next time. Peace.